Yo. Trying out this timer. Apparently a lot of people don't get notifications until after we go live. So we'll see if this works. See how it goes. Probably won't wait the whole 5 minutes, but it's good. This will help things be smoother. So stay tuned, smash the like, subscribe, share, warm up. If you're in the chat, let me know. Yeah, let me know how the notifications work for you guys, how you usually find your way into the stream, etc. It's all good info for me. Just got the notification. Exactly. We're gonna start up here in just a minute. Grab your brews, roll one up. It's the weekend. Let's get 420 likes. What up? Crypto needs Red Bull. Dustin, Stephanie, Alex, Brad, Dazix, Godfather, Robert. How you doing, Robert? Notifications, FOMO, Sapien, got it. Go. Getting up to 200. Keep the hype. Yo, what's up, bro? Stim, has anyone seen Bajarki? Where's Bajarki? What's up? Where's Sleepy Fish? Was it Sleepy Fish? I don't know. What's up, Juan? First time around here. We're about to start the show, my friend. Get comfortable. If you have to leave during the live, could do me a favor, you could just leave a tab open. Maggie Games, my girl. Renewing the broship. Man, 5 minutes is a long time. You might not do 5. My short Bitcoin, you're about to find out. We're gonna go over the live stream. I mean the live trades. It's gonna surprise you. Defin, got it. What's up, Raider? Shout out to Wendy O. Love Wendy O. Wendy O is amazing. Cassio's been busy. What you been busy with, my friend? All right, a minute, 30 seconds. Last call. Grab your beers. Grab your drinks. Grab the bowl. It's time to get charty. Good time to check out the links in the video description. Our sponsors, Bybit, Marketcipher. Like, subscribe, share. Help hype this stream. 60 seconds. I'm gonna do a little work on this timer. It's gonna have all the crap I have to go through at the beginning of the stream already up there, so I don't even have to say it every day. Here we go, 40 seconds. Count it down. $20 seconds remaining. I don't know. Is 5 minutes a good amount of time? Should we do more or less? What do you guys think? Marketcipher does rule. Kitar is cheering on his fellow gays. Let's go. I had some problems with the camera this morning, so now we're zoomed in. I don't know. It's been weird. Anyway, welcome back. It is the weekend. We don't typically see so much volatility, but the question on everyone's mind into the coming week Is Bitcoin? Is crypto going up or down? We're going to answer that question and more today. We've got some surprises for you. We've got some charts you might not be looking at, but maybe you should. I made some spot trades over the last day, and I entered a new position, so let's get into it. Pulled up in front of us, we got the 5-minute on the corn. We have fallen lower. Unfortunately, we broke below 21.8. Price hasn't really gone anywhere, but we've broken below. Let's take a little zoom out. Get rid of that. So after, well, how long was that? From the 20th of January to the 9th of February, about 20 days, a little bit over 2 weeks. We saw higher highs, Bitcoin reaching as high as 24.3 before falling on the 9th below our, I guess I'll call it our weekly range, down to support at 21.8. And now we're going to find out what comes next. Zoomed in here, we have what I've identified as a broadening wedge. It's actually good news despite this pattern painting lower lows. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 tests to our low trend line here. We have 1, 2, 3 at the top, and that technically validates a broadening wedge pattern. This is a bullish reversal pattern, and the good news is we've seen this before. This might look familiar. Typically, this pattern resolves after bouncing around inside this wedge, bringing the lows down, and the highs, they also come down, but slightly less. To how this would typically resolve would be after 3, 4, maybe even 5 touches, a break of the high trend line, a pullback, and a bounce, and a run, bump and run. I don't know if we have signals of that yet. Until the high trend line breaks, we don't expect really any upside action. So you can see I have a little short position placed here with the stop just above that high trend. This might look familiar to you because it was a very important pattern back here. Summer of 21. Let's paint it this way. Summer of 21, we had a broadening descending pattern. People thought the bear market was back, but we broke the high trend, tested it, and ran to a new all-time high. That was on the daily. This, unfortunately, is only on the hour. So do with that what you will. I'm not here to tell you how to think or what to do. I'm here to share my thoughts, and hopefully you can get a little value out of that. If you're getting a little value out of these streams, smash the likes and subscribe, share, jump in the Discord. You guys know how it does. So if we do see this resolve to the upside, how might we identify where that might go? We could use our Fibonacci, connect our swing high to swing low, and we could say 23.1. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, as my target. It doesn't really line up either. I think what we might look for if this does resolve, back test of 22.3. Let's say this continues. Boom. 22.3, likely where anyone who took a long could take some profit, or someone looking to short might be able to enter a position there. I got a little ahead of myself and went into that short. So that's a quick kind of 101 of what's going on. We'll show you guys my position here. This is the wrong one. Standard. Pull that up. There we go. I took a short at 21. Hey, this filled not at my number. That's weird. It's supposed to be 21.744, 21.739.5, whatever. With my stop again above that high trend line, and I'm targeting a lower low. I've picked 21.4. We might change that in the stream, depending on how long this takes to resolve. We may look to maybe pull that down. As time goes on, the bottom of this wedge is getting farther and farther below price. So what we can do essentially, or what I plan on doing, is keeping my stop the same. But as time goes on, I'm going to follow this descending trend line of the lows. I'm going to continue to set my take profit lower and lower. And ideally, this short can be played all the way to 20.9. That's our next support below us. Great spot to look to close up, take profit on a short, or potentially open a long, depending. All right, so let's take a peek here at what's going on in crypto on Coingecko, my favorite site, coingecko.com. Top 10, we see very little movement in the last 24 hours, 0.2% down on Bitcoin, 0.9 on Ethereum, just about 1%. BNB, 0.5, XRP, 0. That's actually very interesting. Very interesting to see 0% change on XRP over the last 24 hours, and it actually just updated, but it was on the last hour as well. Very sideways trading in this weekend. Cardano, wow, I don't know if I've ever seen this. Have you guys ever seen this? Turn down the music a bit, sure. Have you guys ever seen that? I don't know if I've ever seen more, like even one coin have 0% change in 24 hours, but now 2 in the top 10, that's actually pretty spicy. Doge, nothing. Matic, seemingly the only mover in the top 10 here, down 4.2% today. Weird day. How are you guys feeling today? I got a poll up. What comes next? 20K or 25K for Bitcoin? We've got almost 300 votes. Keep voting. Keep smashing the likes. We got 400 viewing. I like this little timer before we start. Gives people time to find their way in before they miss all the goodies. Reminder, this is time-stamped after the live, so if you miss something, you can always go back and watch it. If you gotta go mid-stream, feel free to leave a tab open. It helps the stream out if you do. Looking at our top gainers and losers, not just the top 10. Panther Protocol, never heard of that. It does have ZK in its ticker, and maybe that's related. Syscoin, Wendy O would be happy. Syscoin apparently up almost 40% in the last 24 hours. BitGet Token, up 30. PivX up 28. Don't really recognize any of these other than Mina at 25. We're going to take a look at Mina today. We have a bunch of charts actually pulled up. Give you a quick rundown. This isn't all of them. We got Bitcoin, Total, Ethereum, AXS, Atom, Solana, CRV, Curve DAO, Hedera HBAR, GRT, Anchor, Sand, LRC, and VET. And there's going to be some surprises, so stay tuned. Biggest losers, don't recognize any of these, but there you go. There they are. In the news, let's check the news quick. PayPal halts stablecoin project amid regulatory scrutiny. That's actually kind of interesting, but we're not going to go into that today. Where did it go? It was just here. The only thing that I actually liked in the news that I found was that PayPal held $600 million worth of crypto last year. I did not honestly expect PayPal for people to buy like Bitcoin or crypto through it. I bought $100 when it started just because I wanted to support it, but that definitely is more than I expected. I don't know the details on that. If that's all customer funds, I'd assume it is, but that's quite a bit, almost $1 billion by PayPal alone. This is the trend that we're going to be looking for going forward in the next year, 2 years. More and more companies either offering crypto services or holding assets themselves. It's pretty spicy. I still have my long open, and I have not actually done much with it. Still at 182%. You guys might call me crazy for having it open. I will remind you, this long position is not just a random long. At the end of last year, I did tax loss harvesting. Essentially, all the Bitcoin I gotten through commissions, like when you sign up using Bybit using my link, I acquired them all at a much higher cost. And so at the end of the year, I sold them. And what I did then is I turned around and I opened this long for essentially the same size or larger than what I sold at the same price. And what that did is it insulated me in case, as I was suspecting, Q1 was green. I wouldn't be sitting there on the sidelines waiting to FOMO in. I'm net neutral, or I think actually it's kind of heavy. I might be heavy long here. My stop's at 18.2. I don't really like that either. This climb up has made it very difficult to choose a stop for a position like this. Either way though, because I opened this hedge position, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Even if this gets stopped out, doesn't really make a difference to me. Very relaxed place to be on a trade. You can see I have $140 in fees now. This is it was a hedge, but it's also a learning lesson for you guys. You can be net neutral. It's an okay position to be in, but also a lesson on essentially what it means to open a leveraged position and have it open for a long period of time. You can see that if we wait enough time, eventually my fees will eat this whole position. So I am racing against the clock here. It's an interesting spot. All right, let's take a look at our time frames on Bitcoin. Just looking at it on the hour, the short's looking pretty solid, man. 21,631. Has that gone down since we started? 5-minute candles testing the, looks like a local, very local support here, but multiple tests there. That support is being weakened. Each test, it becomes more likely that it will fall. Let's take a peek at our indicators on the week. No change there. We're still waiting for the weekly to roll over. We have hit a lower or higher low here on the red money flow, but VWAP's coming down. That's not what I want to see. The weekly here, if we look at it in a bubble, I think is looking to retrace further. Is what it is. Our DeathCross looms above us at just under 25K. And all seems to be all right for right now. Let's go down to the day. We've lost our TK on the day. This is not ideal. Something that I was actually thinking about last night is this pullback and the daily Ichimoku. So I was thinking, man, it really would have been great to stay above the TK, the green line there, of course. But what is happening here, and you can see this, and we're going to follow this on the live streams, is as prices lost the Kaijun, it's lost its uptrend, which that sucks. But what it is doing is the TK is coming down. The Kaijun is flat. In order for the Kaijun to drop, price would have to go very, very low. In fact, it might have to go below like 16.2. So not super likely in the short term. Maybe in the long term, but not the short term. What will happen if price continues to either stay at this level or go farther down is the TK will cross below the Kaijun. We'll get a cross down above the clouds. That's a weak bearish signal. We'll likely see some kind of local bottoming. And then what can happen is we can have price move back up and the TK can then cross again above the Kaijun and it can give us a cross up, which is the most bullish signal. So we may get a cross down, then a cross up. And the only way we were going to be able to have a cross up above the cloud was to sell off. We had to sell off below the Kaijun. So this might be hopium. It's up to you to decide. Tell me what you think. But without a strong pullback after a rally, you can't get a cross up because you're almost always going to cross up under the cloud at first, like we did back here on the 10th of January. So the daily might be setting up for a very strong signal. However, we're going to take this day at a time. It's not quite there yet. I would estimate that that could take maybe until the last week of February. Or maybe like the 21st. You can kind of see it. The green line has to come down, cross below. Our low has to catch. And then actually, we probably need to break this high to pull it back up. Let's see our moving averages. Golden cross below us. The 200 daily sitting at 19.7. Potentially looming as support. 20 daily up at 22.3. Pretty standard. Not a lot of changes there. Go. That money flow is gross, man. The daily still not looking good. Pretty gross. We've broken. We don't have that kind of structure that we're used to. We don't have these really defined highs and lows. What we have is kind of just a blob of money flow. We did have higher highs coming up, but right here we see a lower high, momentum dragging down past the zero line, money flow really trickling down. I mean, this is looking to roll over by all means. The only thing that's good, and we haven't been in this condition actually since the 8th, is VWAP has begun to reach back to the zero line. We're seeing the VWAP slope back up, and when we see that, oftentimes we will get money flow kind of bouncing. If it can reach a higher high, then we're uptrending again, but usually that's probably what I would expect, a third lower high on this rollover. Pretty good. Unfortunately, the daily and weekly still looking bearish. Daily RSI down at 46. Pretty low, but not oversold. The one thing that does catch my eye here as well is the drop on the 9th, falling from 22.3 to 21.6. That's a pretty inefficient drop in price action. And so to see a retracement, not crazy. Not a crazy concept. At some point, price will, with very high probability, look to come back and fill in this inefficiency. If we look to the left, we can see this was true back here. On the 20th of January, very inefficient price action, moved straight up. At the time, it felt like it wasn't going to come back to fill it. But probability says, whenever you have inefficient price action, the market typically looks to come back and make it efficient again. So that's potentially what this sell-off is. Holding above our previous consolidation at 21.2. Pretty bullish. Still stair-stepping. But unfortunately, our indicators aren't giving us reason to be bullish yet. So I'm always bullish. For any new viewers out there, know my bias so it helps you interpret our analysis. I'm always bullish. I'm a perma bull. I've been in Bitcoin for, I'm losing track of how long, 7 years maybe. This thing always goes up eventually. Just got to be patient. On the 12-hour, this was a really important time frame for us. Into the start of this new year, we had a beautiful, strong, confident signal from the 12-hour that we were trending up. On the 30th of January, we topped out on money flow and we began to set lower highs. On the 5th, we broke our previous money flow low, and that was our signal that the 12-hour was looking to roll over, and that's exactly what happened. Carl the Moon would say exactly as predicted. We are approaching zero. This is the do or die point for the 12-hour. It is nice that the VWAP has reached over the zero line. However, you can see we've had lower highs on VWAP, and with a third lower high, this isn't really going to be a great bullish signal. I will say, we do have a green dot produced on the 12. This does suggest some kind of bottom, whether local or macro, we don't know. And momentum has pinched with the VWAP up. This is the first potential reversal we've seen. The weekly and daily were not giving it to us. 12-hour saying, it's possible. It's possible. It's not confident, but more so than the last, 7 days where we did not have anything on the 12. This is kind of cool. RSI is really low on the 12-hour. You can see right here, almost at oversold, 31. This is lower than the previous swing lows in RSI from December of last year. And what that tells us is we should start looking for bullish divergence. Price is not lower than it was in December, but RSI is. That is bullish divergence. So we have two potential hopiums on the 12-hour. Two. That's a nice change from the daily and weekly, but not a lot. Not enough. Let's go to the 8. We never look at the 8. 8-hour. Ooh, okay. All right. This is the first bullish thing. So we actually have potentially a bullish sign on the 8-hour. We also have that green dot. I'm not a huge fan of the green dots. Some people use them. Not a huge fan. But we do have momentum already rolling over. And here's what's catching my eye here. I've seen this before. This little, I'll call it a gumdrop. This little gumdrop here of negative money flow. It rolled over and it has a very rounded bottom. You can see it's already trending back up. These tend to be very weak. So we have negative money flow, but it tends to be very weak with like this gumdroppy, I'll call it, very rounded. I don't love that VWAP is already starting to flatten out. It hasn't completely, but this is the first potential bullish sign that I think we've seen so far in this live stream. Period. RSI flirting with oversold. Bullish divergence likely to paint on the 6 or on the 8. Pretty cool. Let's go to the 4. 4-hour looks like garbage. Oh man. VWAP's coming down. No. The only thing here that I like potentially is if money flow does reach up. So as we zoom in, we're going to do like the hour next. If the hour is giving us some bullish signs, we might look for the 4-hour to be putting in a slightly higher low. that would be a good sign. That would be welcomed because that would suggest it's looking to roll over. And then that can affect or move into, let's say, the 8-hour and the day and the week respectively. Not enough to call that quite yet. A little bit oversold. Bullish divergence. I mean, like, almost no matter how you look at it, you get a reversal here and you have bullish div on many time frames. Many. Wow. TK and the KJ really, really spread apart here on the 4-hour. 21.7 on the 4-hour. An hour to go. Would be interesting to see it if the 4-hour closes above 21.7 to hold that TK. If it does, then I would start looking for the Kaijun up at 22.4. Not there yet. Down to the hour. Now this is a much smaller time frame, so it's going to be less confident, but it is more likely to impact the price action we see today. On there. I'm going to get rid of Ichimoku Cloud. You definitely can use it on low time frames. I just don't like to. I have not found success personally with it. Okay, hour. I'm liking this. This is what I was hoping to see. It's not perfect, but I was hoping to see this. So we have our high established. We've made a higher low versus our first low to the left. Not ideal that VWAP's trending down and momentum's trending down, but what I can see going on here is the hour is looking to roll over, but it's suggesting a little bit more downside first. So you might see this money flow come down, likely not break this previous low before rolling over. It's like one more fake out on the hourly. Let's see. Logically, if we're looking at our broadening wedge here, it might suggest one more hit to the bottom of our wedge before moving back up and rolling over. I think that actually is pretty nice. Now let's pray to the spice gods that our 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute look good too. And they don't. And of course they don't. Lower high here on money flow. VWAP heavily, heavily down. The only positivity I see here is this high momentum high before this fall. For what? 2-3 days we were stuck down here. Money flow very red, and these momentum swings just immediately getting sold off. And we see the first sign of bulls returning here. Looks like that happened yesterday, right before close. Some buyers coming in, but man, that's not looking good either. 15-minute looking like not great either. This is not bad here with money flow coming off a higher high. This is the first kind of uptrend we've seen on any time frame, but money flow has returned to red. We really need to see that snap up for it to reject maybe this downside pressure. Going along with the hour, maybe that one final fake out, one more pull down. Likely to see this money flow expand. Hoping it doesn't set a lower low. Yeah. Get down to the 5. 5-minute, immediately I see a weak bullish divergence on our RSI right here, so would not be surprised to see some kind of retracement to the upside in the next, let's say, hour. Don't get too excited. That might only take us maybe to 21.6. Nothing too crazy. I like that right there. Likely to act as resistance. Boom. Yeah, send this to the back. Go. So potentially looking for this during the live stream. Is there anything I missed? That's not great. You can see it here, the 5-minute already kind of pulling back, looking to make maybe another higher low before finishing it off, rolling into the hour, pulling it down, and then hopefully buyers come in. Man, that's looking pretty bleak. So in the very short term, like I said, probably 21,675. If it rejects from there, that hourly likely to play out faster. I'm not seeing too much that would suggest we're going to see any real upside during this live stream. Unfortunately, you guys know I love my green candles, man. 262 likes, 600 viewing. Right on, guys. Good job. There's what, almost 300 of you that are watching have not hit the like button. Please smash the like button for the live stream. The more you engage with the live, the more YouTube says, hey, people like this stream. I'm going to show it to new people. We keep growing because of you guys. We're about to hit 75,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, jump in. FOMO into the subscribe button and the like button. Much appreciated. Looks like we did have a few, or no, just one. Nicholas Stirrup. Welcome, Nicholas Stirrup. Thanks for taking the stream's scribe-ginity. Good to have you. If you're new and you subscribe, join our family. We're here live every other day. We are live on this channel 15 times a month. That's a lot. You don't want to miss the alpha. I'm not right all the time, but I do my best, and I'd say we do some slick trades. Speaking of slick trades, let's get into our altcoin charts while we kind of wait for Bitcoin to brew here. This is really all I'm looking at. Let's maybe look at the 1 minute. A little bit stronger divergence on the one. Not bad. All right. So this lines up really well. There we go. Hit 21.6. Just follow this doodle. Follow my squiggly. So now let's get into. Oh, I have another live trade open from last stream. So I will be honest with you guys, because I'm not a scumbag. I don't know, like a lot of content creators. I'm not a scumbag. I don't want to deceive you ever. I have only your best interests in mind. So I'm going to tell you exactly how that SHIB FOMO trade went. We opened it totally FOMO style, 10x or something long on the last stream, and the stop was not great. The stop was not great. We did get stopped out for a $160 loss, womp womp, but I couldn't resist. I knew it was the right position. I knew that I wanted to be in that trade, and so I opened it up again, stupidly. From pretty much the exact same price, maybe slightly lower. And we're open again. We're 23, can't see it, 23% up on that trade, $113. It's just a little bit more upside, and we're break even totally for Shiba. Oh man, I was so trolled. I was so trolled when I got stopped. I'm loving this chart. So I readjusted it. It's open. I'm not sure where I'm going to take profit. I might just puss out and do 1,500. I'd really like to see 1,800 or as high as 2,100 on Shiba. As high as 21 would bring us a 75% gain on what? Nope, that's the Bitcoin one. On 5x. That's a lot of gain, actually. That's a ton of gain. 5 times 75. 375, something like that. I'm still looking for the same invalidation, and this is honestly why I reopened. Is because we got stopped out, but the trade wasn't invalidated. The stop was just wrong. Invalidation for my trade plan here is any kind of close below our descending high trend here. You can see the daily got bought back up. We saw a little rally. Well, consolidation today, but not invalidated yet. I still think that that's the play. But of course, trading, there is risk. Always risk. Things don't always go the way they should. So at the moment, I'm actually feeling good on it. I'm going to keep an eye on it, see what happens. Shiba was looking pretty good on the day. Still is. Actually, still looks very good on the day. Like the 4 hour. Little indecision there. Leaning good, though. If I was on higher leverage, I likely would only look to play this out, let's say, to 14.14. I think that's very possible that we'll see a lower high there. But we're going to have to just let this play out. Have to let it play. So we have some updates on some other charts. We're going to look at total here, and then we're going to get into alts. I actually want to look at one more after total. But I got some bad news, fam. Total. After the drop here on Bitcoin, total is now below the 200-day. Not great. Not ideal. I'm sorry, 200 week. This is a 200 week. Now below the 200 week. You can see we've closed 1-2 candles maybe directly underneath. This was our compass. We're basically saying as long as total's above the 200 week, we don't really have much to worry about on the downside. And in typical crypto fashion, bam, you're going to start closing candles underneath it. If we see a rejection, so if we see Bitcoin trade lower here in, I don't know, the next day, 2 days, without retaking the 200 on total, likely things get sketchier. Longs become not a great idea, probably. But this sucks. Let's take a look at the indicators. Same thing, and looks like in today's candle, we have broken that low, and so total has given us the signal it wishes to roll over as well. The one difference between Bitcoin and total right now, this was true in the last stream, it's still true. It's a little bit more bullish. We didn't have the rollover signal back then. Now we do, so not quite as great. But VWAP coming up. VWAP coming up. Likely to see some kind of reprieve, some kind of push again to the upside. And I think that we can confirm that, honestly, if we just retake the 200. It's literally within a, I don't know, percent, a fraction, a tenth of a fraction of a percent of where we're at right now. Really, any more downside not going to be great for the entire market. But where it's at right now, consolidating below support, we'll say, I think is not a terrible place. We'll know if it really drops at all. So keep your eye on total. Speaking of total, there's one more chart I wanted to look at. Maybe we'll look at total 3 instead of total 2. Did not reach its support here. Total 2. So what total 2 is, or total 3, is the entire crypto market cap. So it's total, but it subtracts Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why? It's just a useful way to look at a chart. It's a different perspective. And what this implies is essentially what we would look for on the rest of the altcoins. So any random kind of low cap or whatever you're looking at. And right off the bat, I did not expect this. I did not prep this. We got green money flow on the month as of January. That is as surprising as it is good. That's an excellent sign. VWAP is trending up, and we have a pinch. That actually makes me really curious. I said we were done with Bitcoin. There we go, baby. Boom. Target hit. Target hit. Makes me wonder what on Bitcoin, what do we have? You see, there we go. Almost every measurement of the crypto space right now is showing Bitcoin being weaker versus the rest of the market. Now, you can say that's a bad thing, but I would disagree. That implies that Bitcoin dominance is seeing downside pressure. That might also sound bad, but it's not, because a weakening Bitcoin dominance is very correlated with a bullish market. Bitcoin dominance doesn't typically move down while the market's bearish. We only have a few years of data, but in those years of data, it really has only ever moved up as the markets have turned bearish. So to see total 2, total 3, stronger than Bitcoin, make your own assumptions. I'm not going to make them for you. I can't believe there's green money flow here and not on Bitcoin. That's really spicy. That's super spicy. Let's take a look at the week. Week is very similar to the rest of what we've looked at. Red money flow rolling over potentially. I don't like this rounded VWAP top though. Let's take a peek. We have retaken 2018's high. That was resistance, potentially testing it as support. Very strong bullish divergence here. We should have looked at this earlier. Very strong. We see our low came down, but our RSI came up. Very strong bullish divergence there. Higher RSI, lower price. Where we're at now is great, actually. I'd like to see this close above. Does look like we have not closed a candle above our high trend, though. Maybe next week, if 358 billion holds on total 3, we may see a bump and run, something. I'm liking where that's at. I like that this is just much happier. You can see on the daily here that clear resistance level on the day. Tested, 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 tested. Broke, support, support. Not a bad thing. Not a bad place to be. Money flow much stronger on total 3. We see consecutive higher highs with no lower lows. Now this is a little problematic. We saw this before Bitcoin started rolling over to the lower high. So total, I will say into the next week, we're going to look for strength on total 3. If we see strength, that'll pull money flow up. We'll have a 4th consecutive high, and it's going to be hard to bet down on anything. That's pretty damn spicy. Cool, I'm glad we looked at that. I did not plan to. So let's jump into the alts. Maybe we'll take a peek at Ethereum. What do you guys want to see first? What do you guys want to look at? What charts are you guys looking at? No, our trade got stopped on Ethereum. Before we jump into them, let's take a peek at the chat, see who's here, guys. Let me know if you're here. I got to reload it. Got to reload it. There we go. BCN Lesseps Mina. We'll look at Mina. Elias looking at ATA. Never heard of that one. Crypto Dom looking at ONE. Last time I looked at ONE, it was at 3-cent resistance. I wonder what happened to it. Drip Drip Soul. We got Soul pulled up. Kitty says Render. We got Render. Wow. Lots of chat. Lots of spice. Whew. Blaze it. Man, I can't even keep up. Can I look up Soul? Yes. Crown Town Carry Chaos. What's up, man? Happy Saturday, Mr. Crown. Thank you, D. D period. We're all dumping together. Crypto Crab. That's right. Crypto Cow Poke. I love you, bro. It looks like you followed a FOMO trade with a revenge trade. I know. I know. What? That's what this is all learning. Like I'm not like a pretend guru guy like a lot of YouTubers. I'm just a dude, man. I make mistakes. I mess up my own trades. And you're right. I kind of did revenge it because we had that sweet short at 22.8 or 23.8, and the freaking Scamwick stopped us out. Bullshit. What's up, Sweaty Dave? Lazarus Hand. HBAR. We're definitely looking at. Already got pulled up. We can look at that next. I'll even leave it up. LRC. I actually bought a little bit of LRC in my typical $100 random position fashion. I bought LRC, AXS, AGIX, and what else? FET. I didn't have them, so I bought a little spot. I'll hold those to 0 or moon. I don't care. What's up, Pickle? How you doing, man? Meme Ticks. Accession. Cheers, brother. Renee Silva, my dude. Mind Yo Biz is here, and as a scumbag, he's offended. Mind Yo Biz, Seth. Good dude. Good dude. You guys go follow him. Does a little bit different content. Let's give him a little wrenchy. Add mod. There we go. What's up, Mahad Harfiq? HBAR looking good. We're going to look at HBAR. Man, this is going so fast. Siddhartha Sharma. What's up, Gasper? Blaze it. Do we have 420 likes yet? If we don't, let's do it. Then we'll blaze it. What's up, Hazy? Can I look at Matic? We don't have Matic pulled up, but we can look at it. Here we go. Who else is here? Crypto Mel, what's up? I hear revenge trading. Isn't that normal? Exactly. Exactly. Michuana, consider tutoring on Bitcoin pairs. I have a video that I made a long time ago on Bitcoin pairs. I don't know if it's very good because I edited it, and it was like back before I was good at streaming. I would love to look at Bitcoin pairs, but just no one cares about them anymore. I look at them all the time. Just no one else seems, like, viewers don't seem to care, and so I don't tend to spend too much time because I stream content for you guys, not for me. Ew, the juice is weird. Mina, Soul, Drip Drip, Aaron. How do we get money flow on the charts? Money flow is an indicator on TradingView that you can access. It's free. However, the money flow I look at is through Marketcipher. Marketcipher is not doing anything special with it necessarily. You know, it's not giving you data you can't get from the regular indicator, but it lays it out in a format that I really like. And if you're interested in Marketcipher, links in the chat and the video description below. They sponsor this channel. Use my link to sign up. And whatever, while I'm at it, Bybit. Sign up with Bybit. Use my link to help support the channel. You'll get 0% fees on maker orders. spot and up to $30,000 deposit bonus. I will tell you, to get that, you have to like deposit, I don't know, like 100 grand and trade like 250 million or something. But it's tiered. If you deposit, I don't know, like 100, I think you get something, or like 1,000 get something. It's scaled anyway. Twin problems. Near's on my radar. Todd B. Tron. Interesting. No one ever wants to look at Tron. Kenny Esposito Mana. Crypto Chef Mina Algo ADA. Christian Dawn. Saranas Muhammad ET above us. Jason Foley. Marcus Kitty. Pakrul Mishu. What's up, my dude? Nate, my man Nate. Wash Makatha. Man, these names are hard today. El Gato Crypto, the cat crypto. I like it. Aptos, what up, Bad Baptist, Error Random. How you doing, bros? Good to have you, bros. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes, subscribes, vote in the poll, chat, engage. Let me shout you out. If you subscribe, I'll shout you out. Hex USDC, Screaming Pump. Is it now? More pairs. Do a stream with Face and Wendy. That'd be cool. Raider. Wait, is that the real Raider? I thought I gave you a wrench, Raider. Mad respect and love. Mad respect and love to you guys. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm glad you're here with me, chilling on Saturday. I know you guys could be doing anything with your time, and I appreciate you being here. We'll always be here, fam. FUD Expert. Do I remember you? I don't know. What would I remember you by? What's up? Rinash Sharma. What's my prediction for BTC, Chris? Did you miss it? We just went through it. We just went through the whole thing. Womp, womp, womp. Look at it. Look at it. It happened. It happened. In real time. It happened. What's up? What's up? Bro tip, you're late? Yeah, a little bit, but hey, you're allowed to be late here. What's up, Sam James? Vasmi. Crypto Mel. I already got you, Ming. Mo One Army. Flipo. Dr. Disrespect. I would love to be like Dr. Disrespect. Dude's an inspiration. Rob, Riot SS, and Hakim. Thanks for subscribing. Good to have you here. Welcome to our family. Make sure you jump in the Discord. If you haven't subscribed, enabled notifications, and then enabled notifications on your mobile device, do so. Join us every other day here. We're going to look at HBAR next. On the month, solid bullish engulf in January, up almost 80%. Can see a monthly resistance at 7.6 cents. It broke it last month, sold off intra-month, and now we're back above. This is actually a pretty slick setup for HBAR. VWAP's up, momentum's moving up, I'll take it. We see MACD signaling selling. Momentum on the monthly is waning off. Not a bad sign either. Last time we looked at HBAR, which wasn't that long ago, we identified essentially the 7.6 cents, but then one more resistance, 8.4, we'll call it 8.5. And above that, this is the exciting part. Incredibly inefficient price action. Virtually no bounce, just down. So now that we're trading above 8.5 cents, market might be looking to fill in this big old gap. This is just a void of volume and a void, it's a void of traded volume. When we see these voids broken in crypto, we have seen some very explosive moves to the upside. I put this question mark here because we hadn't even broken it yet. This is, we see a lot of charts in a similar position right now, with one more resistance above them and then a huge area of potential upside. HBAR seemingly following that trend. So let me actually get rid of some of this. We were in a pretty tight descending parallel channel. We had a fake break to the downside, and now it's resolving to the upside, as we would expect in a descending parallel channel. Looking at the week, this looks exactly like everything else. The weekly money flow is just identical on all charts. Identical. Not a lot there on the week, although let's see, where's our moving averages? This does maybe give us a little method to the madness of why it's stopping here. perfect touch to the 50 weekly, 90 cents. Perfect touch. 20 is scooping back up. Here's my, I don't give financial advice, but if I were going to buy HBAR, which is not one that I picked up because I actually had already had some from like 5 cents. So I was like, I don't like to average up. What I would do if I wanted to get into HBAR and I didn't have it is I would watch the 20 weekly. It's currently at 5.5 cents. And if you look to the left, that was the previous support. It broke. It didn't really get tested. And so I would ideally look for that 20 weekly potentially for an entry if I wanted to. I probably would only do spot anyway, but that's going to come up as the weeks are moving. And at 5.5 cents, that was a critical level. If we see HBAR reject, that is where I would look to take a position, no doubt. Let's go to the day. Salihatin Erkan. Let me turn this back up. There you go. Subscribing. Welcome to the fam. Good to have you. Good to have you. So, we do see a potential very large inverse head and shoulders pattern. And actually, we already got the back test there. So what would we look for next if it is following this pattern? Well, this doodle right here, a break of resistance. Some kind of high, maybe as high as 10 cents psychological level. I'll put that on the chart. I'd see move to 10 cents, a pullback to 8.5. And if you're looking to make a shorter term play, not looking for like a forever spot position, you might look at 8.5 cents on the way back. So after 10. After 10. Jason Jones. What's up, Jason Jones? Good to have you, man. Money flow. Money flow. Holy camole. I think when we looked at this last, it looked good. But holy moly, is this good. New highs on money flow. New VWAP high here, at least locally. Momentum caught. Moving back up, looking to retest that high. I would not doubt if it hits 10 cents. I would not doubt. RSI moved into overbought. Returned. And now moving back up. Here's what you want to see if you're an HBAR bull. You want to see this. You want to see it come back into overbought, move out, move back in. You want to see it essentially trend up here. When markets are trending in overbought, they're typically bullish. And when they're trending in oversold, typically bearish. We can look back and see all of this time. Ended in January. Price just hit oversold on the day over and over and over again. Never hit overbought. Went back to oversold, back to oversold, back to oversold, back to oversold. Market was trending down. You want to see the reverse happen. That goes for everything. For it all. That day looks so strong. Holding strong in the 20 daily. Rock and roll. Rock and roll HBAR. Remember, guys, FOMO is always a bad idea. Play smart. We don't like to buy on green candles. We like to buy on red, sell on green. Locally on the day from 8 cents to 6.1 off of support. Our 2 measured move right there, 10 cents. A lot of confluence on this chart. A lot of confluence for 10 cents. I'm really liking that. I guess I like 10.5 for some reason. Whatever. I would say 10 flat. Christopher Taylor. Can we check out OP? We can. We can. To further drive this point home of that 5.5 cents, I think this is the patient trader. I think this is what they wait for. To further drive that level home, though, look at the 200-day, 50-day, 100-day. All down here in a very powerful setup, all at virtually exactly that 5.5 cent level. We're looking at a golden cross on the day, maybe in the next 3-4 days. That's looking great. Looking great. Downside support $0.55, $0, 5.5 cents. Resistance above us, I'm going to say psychological level of 10, whichever it hits first. I do not know, but it's looking very bullish. Like, lots of strength for some reason. Good luck. I'll pull up OP. Oh yeah, I forgot. We called like 2 or 3 coins recently that broke all-time highs, and I don't know if this actually has this traded history. I doodled this, but OP looked very strong. I didn't pick any up, but it looked very strong. We had our lows coming up. We had a flat top, and we used our measured move, our Fibonacci extension and retracement tool, to pick out $3.25 and let's call it $3 exactly. This went to $3.29, so like a few pennies off. Then has retraced. Where is it at? Right there. The newly created local support from our double top on the day. $2.38. Now, please don't just copy my trades blindly. You will lose money. I am not always right. If I were to approach this, $2.38 sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Might look to play it like this. You can see back here we had a trade that just barely didn't fill. 192 to 191. That would have been a sweet profit take for 30%. This is likely how I'd approach it here from this newly established support, and I would probably target 618 at $2.83. Man, that's not great though. You can see here on money flow, low is broken. Thankfully, VWAP's coming up, so maybe this catches, but to me, this looks like it's going to hit a lower high. And then the daily is going to look to roll over. So if I was going to do this, that's how I would play it. I would likely be in and out to that 618, looking to stop just below our previous daily lows. Vlad Daskalu subscribed, and Fabio, welcome. Vlad and Fabio, welcome to our fam. Ethereum wrecked us. Our 1,577 support broke. We've interestingly only barely broken the range, because Bitcoin has actually fallen maybe back closer to like this 1,420 blaze it. Ethereum, same thing as OP there. You lost your low, but at least your VWAP's coming up. Momentum does not seem to be chilling on the day. Increasing selling momentum signified by these bright red candles there. Not suggesting further upside yet. Let's do this. Well, Ethereum broke its range lows. So logically, the next thing to do is you look for your support below 1,420. Blaze it. That might be an interesting spot for a position. Something like that. I might look to take this trade. If we see 1,420 blaze a hit, I might target 1,577 for a lower high. If you look at the weekly here, we have not back tested our high trends. In fact, I don't think we did on the daily either. No, we didn't. Blasted right through it. Never came back. If we see a really fast sell-off on Ethereum, we might see that bump and run. But that's really just speculating. It's a lot of speculation. Mucho speculation. I wanted to look at AXS because a lot of times on this stream, guys, you'll see me place trades like Ethereum there, where it was, oh, well, that's really far away. You know, this might not fill, right? We might not make it to 1,420. I like to bring them up again when we place them, and they look like they're not going to fill, and then they do. So AXS, we looked at this. We had $10.22. This was a serious daily resistance. We broke through it on the 22nd, reached up to 14, and we said, man, we don't buy green candles, and this is the reason why. Because you end up catching this. We said at 10.22, this might be tradable. Prices returned to 10.22. It has closed below, but seems to be battling it out there. Let's see what it looks like on the daily. Momentum's still junk. Money flow may be looking for a miracle here. Maybe. Backload 200. If I were to take this, which I didn't, I did just buy some spot yesterday at 10. But if I were going to trade it, I might not want my stop quite so low. This one's going to be tricky. You could use like the 100 and the 50, but those, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe your $8, your previous low daily, possible. However, I'm targeting 1916. 1916. There we go. 20 weekly right here at 911. That makes me much more comfortable. Maybe slightly below there. If you lose the 20 weekly, I mean, you're trending back down. This is confidence building to me. We see the 50 up here coming in hot to that 1916 level. When we see these moving averages overlap with resistances or supports, they oftentimes become attractive to price. So if AXS closes here on this week, I would keep my eyes open in the next week for a potential 3 rising methods here. We have 1, 2, 3 small bodies, small red bodies after a very large green body candle. Next week, if we can close above 1022, I would keep my eyes peeled for trading above 1257. Interesting, the low that we already have, if that low is in, our 2 measured move sitting just above that 1916 level. This might not be crazy. It might not be crazy. Kind of like it. All right, moving on. We'll look at Solana. We have a lot of charts that finally hit our entries, so it's nice. George Manriquez. Can I look at Adam? I actually have Adam up next. We're going to look at Sol. Let me look at Adam. I got it up next. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Also, thank you, Christopher, for the 5. Sorry, I forgot to say. Thank you. Fet, please. We'll look at Fet. We'll look at Fet. Classic trap. Getting out is a good idea. Could be. Could be, Sunil. Could be. To be honest, if you're talking about the whole crypto space, I would disagree that this is classic trap. Classic trap would be much more retracing, much higher numbers, where people are like, bull market is back on. There's no question about it. We're all in. That would be classic trap. That's why if I see Bitcoin trade up to like, what is it, 38K, 40K, maybe even as high as like 48K, that's when I'll start sweating. Because that to me is like classic Bitcoin trap. It's like you hit 15, now you're at 48, and now you dump down. You break 15 maybe. Much spookier. George Coleman, what do I think about the AVAX Amazon partnership? Dude, I've heard partnership. VeChain killed the word partnership for me in crypto. I have heard partnership, especially with Amazon or Google, way too many times to care. Like, I don't believe they're real. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Demetrios Desmos. Dude, been a long time. How you doing, bro? Been a really long time. Crypto Juggle, Meme Ticks, Hex. I've never seen so many people want to look at Hex. Weird. Maybe we'll look at it. Maybe we'll look at it. What's up, Rick Ortega? What's up with you, my friend? Started watching your vids, kind of got better at it. All right, man. Good. I mean, it took me years to, like, I don't know, even understand, like, just basic trading. Trading is like a lifelong pursuit. It's not for everyone. Let's look at Sol here. Sol, another one of those at entry, at support, at red candle. Here you are, 1972. If that breaks below you, you got a shot at 1412. 1250, you can see we have a long place there that hasn't filled. This is the strong support. If you lose that, Sol's junked. Junked. We were looking for this flat-topped pattern. We broke that flat-topped pattern. It looks like the 6th. And you can even see a clean rejection there. It fell, daily, back-tested, boom, down. Right to support. Right to support. Daily looks to roll over, but that VWAP, man, you got a double hit on VWAP with a lower high. It's coming back up. I don't know. What do you guys think about Sol? How are you feeling about it? I like it better. I can say this. I like it better right here than I did up here. That I can say. I like trades from support, not just randomly in the middle. Let's see our moving averages. That's a nasty hit to the 200, though. 50's coming up. Where's our 20? Not a lot of help there from the MAs. Got to cross down a weak bearish signal. But we do see the TK under the Kaijun, but we're above the cloud. So retaking 2336, you get a cross up and you get the fireworks. It's a lot of ifs, though. That's a lot of ifs. Let's look at the week. And there's just like nothing on the week on any time frame. It's all the exact same on Marketcipher right now. So here's what's kind of cool. If we use our Fibonacci retracement tool, 1972, roughly the 236 retracement. So just beginning to retrace here. If we do get a bounce from 1972, 32.8 usually I would say wouldn't be high enough. That would be a very strong, very shallow retracement. I would look for maybe a higher target. Nah, never mind. I'm sticking with it. Our 1618 sits right there. 1385 is the biggest resistance Sol has right now. That's the boss. That's the big boy. Our 618 is right at 1250. This would be the patient trader or the better trade, in my opinion, down here. Down there. What's up, Flash Jab? Thanks for the 5, my friend. Look at Zen. Yeah, we can look at Zen. I feel like I never get to anything because I'm always doing other charts. It's okay. Let's look at Atom first. Looking for a bump and run on Atom. Couldn't be more perfect. Like, holy F, is this awesome. Holy F, is this awesome. So you got two very, very spicy things. So this chart, just to tell you and just so you're aware, this is actually on Bittrex. I probably shouldn't use the Bittrex chart for this. This wick might not be on other exchanges. But look at yesterday's candle. On the 9th, we fell from a high. Boom, right to the descending high trend. Just as we were looking for, the bump and run. Yesterday, that candle on Bittrex went all the way to 1215, right to support. And then before the day closed, boom, right back up above the trend. Like, this is, you can't get better than that. Like, that's insanity. It's absolutely insane. Today, this is an odd candle as it's a red candle that started higher than the day before. This is a symptom of Bittrex's low liquidity. Opened higher, back to that trend. This is spicy, man. This is spicy. I don't like the risk to reward here. Maybe. I wonder what it traded to on other exchanges. Look at that. The wick high of yesterday's candle was the 618. That's pretty spicy too. I like this trade. 2% stop gives you a good amount of wiggle room. I think though, I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know how long it'll take, but I think the real target's going to be 1731. Like you can have a very quick invalidation here. You close back below that trend, out. This is a 12.8 to 1. That's usually a little bit higher than the risk reward we usually take. Oh, wow, that's ugly. To make it a 3 is like all the way down that wick. I like it. Let's see what our indicators are saying. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Why can't this be Bitcoin? Could we just like swap the charts, guys? Could we just like swap Atom and Bitcoin, just be done? Look at the beautiful higher highs here on money flow. Your VWAP's coming back up. Nothing else that we've looked at looks quite like this. Feel free to correct me if we have, but beautiful uptrend on the day. What's the 12-hour got? Rolling over AF, but money flows or VWAP's coming up. Momentum might be pinching. We could see a reversal at the 0 line if that day comes into play. What's the week look like? Week's moving up, VWAP's down. I see this. Atom looks very different from most of the charts. Very different from most of the charts. How do you send a donation in crypto? I don't have the link in the video description anymore. Hold up, I'll get the link. It's not working. You can do it with OneUpCoin. Donation link. Here you go. I'll put it in the chat. There you are. I'll add it to the video description for giggles. There you go. It's in the video description. And in the live chat. Done. Done. We got a pinch. Momentum's waning off. You're rejected from 1438. You tested 1215. I like Atom, man. Like I like it. I don't really even know how much I have. I have more than 0, but not a lot. I'm sure I had it. I'm sure I got in lower than prices now though, so I'm probably gonna have to sit out. I like it. We'll look at Zen, a chart I have not looked at in many a moon, nor have I heard anyone talk about it in many a moon. You can tell by how old this chart is. Look at all this. Let's get rid of it. I used to be a much more messy chartist. I used to chart much more messily. I have since cleaned up my charts. Take a look at Zen. Down to the month, what do we got? Yes. Yes. This is kind of janky. It's on Bittrex. You know what? Let's just get rid of this. Let's just go to a different. Let's go to the Binance. Here we go. Much cleaner. Bittrex. I mean, that's from my OG-ness. We used to use Bittrex all the time. Let's see. You added pretty. You have a nice touch to 850. December and January. You hit higher. Selling back off. Just orienting myself here on this new chart. Here's your macros. Here's your basic chart setup for Zen. Your 618 retracement sitting right up near what looks like your highest monthly resistance before the all-time high. This is likely a very strong resistance. Yep, and of course it's sitting at about 50. We could just call that 50. Let's zoom in. Lots of volume this week. Compare almost the most volume it's ever had on Binance. That's pretty spicy. Hit to 15, you're back down. You want to see this week close bullish engulfed. And it's cutting it close at the moment. Cutting it real close. weekly looks a little bit better than some others. At least you have a higher high on VWAP there. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Money flow. So much consolidation. That volume's wild. What happened with Zen? Was there news or something? This is a news candle to me. To me, that looks like a news candle. You're right at your 618. I mean, you ran, you retraced, you're right at your 618. I mean, in my opinion, there's always a play at the 618. Let's try like that. That's definitely a spot only. Weird. Look at how high price went, but money flow just didn't. The only reason I'm interested in it, honestly, is because of the volume. It's like the volume and then the retracement back to a previous. This looks like the this is like local 1126. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. If I were going to take a long, obviously I would target resistance above at 15. Likely could use your bump before your run as your stop. If you lose it, you got 850 again. Like if you see us totally retrace, you're certainly going to like 850. Very high probability. This is a cool chart. I don't have alerts set for this, so I'm going to set them. Zen might be one of the coins that I'm at, my cost basis is actually higher than price right now. If it returns to 850, I might take a gander. See how that plays. Good chart, good call. Look at CRV. After CRV, I'll read the chat again. Keep hyping it up though, guys. Keep smashing the likes. We got 710 viewers. We have 540 likes, pretty good. Let's see if we can get 690. CRV almost tapped 132 for 160% gain. After a 32% gain, we've slayed this chart. I bought $100 of spot right here. I don't know how I feel about my $100 of spot. I don't know how I feel about this trade either, honestly. The reason I say that is the break of the descending trend with no back test. If we had done this first, I would feel a lot better. But without a retest of that trend, this could dump farther quickly. It basically hit our target though. Oops. There we go. So this looks great. What chart does this look like? Is it OP? OP. No. Is AXS? No. Which one was it? Atom. Of course, it was Atom. Atom and CRV, remarkably similar. Daily. Just a series of higher highs and higher lows on your money flow. I like it. Strong. Maybe it doesn't have quite as much downside pressure. Maybe not. 618's all the way down here, 7 cents. You know, I thought I'd have more to say on this. I like the day. It looks strong, but like, this is... It's hard. This one's a little more risky. Coming down, at least you're above the 200. You know what? I don't have any more comments on this. I'm just going to see how this plays out. I'll set an alert on my stop. And I'll move on. GRT I wanted to update on. GRT perfectly hitting resistance there, coming back down. Has not come back to this order block. Can we get anything from it? A strong money flow again. That actually makes 3 charts. This one might be a little bit stronger. We have a rounded VWAP. Money flow hit a high. Hasn't really pulled back despite price moving down quite a bit. 40%. That's not shabby. Maybe I should have got some of this. You've got your daily moving averages down here. If you do see that level lost, 9-10 cents right around those big moving averages, that's a powerful setup. That's a powerful setup. Ow. Wow, that VWAP's rocking. ERT looks good. It's going to be hard to find a position, but it looks good. I heard a ba-ding. Satoshi Nakamoto himself donated $50 through Super Chat. I think I legally have to buy sats, right? If Satoshi gives you money, you got to buy sats. It's the law. Thank you, Satoshi. Appreciate you, man. Bullish subscribed. Ruben Van Eek subscribed. David Brunoweski subscribed. Welcome, fam. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed, join us. Jump in the Discord. We're live here every other day, charting, farting, you know, just the normals. GRT could be flagging. Could be flagging out. I'm really looking for a support test, though. We don't have it yet, so I'm not looking to take a position. 618's right around there. Almost any way you cut it, a fib is right there between, say, 13 to 13.25 cents. Render. I was on the Paul Bear Network. I'm just going to keep saying that show. And he was like, hey, what about render? And I pulled up my chart and I was like, holy smokes. Last time we looked at this, we set up a sweet trade. Render coming just shy of $2.25 resistance before it turned around here. We are seeing... Nice. Actually, that's clean AF. This position would probably get stopped out. We'll probably see this get stopped out. I'm not going to take this one. I'm not going to take that one. But you hit that order block. Basically, the way I see this chart, the story of this chart, is you had kind of like a bear market rally in November. You fell. You broke, it's still a higher low. You fell to a higher low. You had a really clean climb up. Look at this. No inefficient price action down here. That suggests to me that the market probably isn't going to look to test this area. Very nice. Up, back, up, flag, up, order block. Kind of blow off top-ish. But it came back now to the first order block, or the most local order block to the left. That order block had tested that bear market rally. Support, slightly higher support. Like, there's a logical play here. I think if I were to take it, which I already said I won't, probably looking right around where price is now, back to that 618, $1.78, something like that. I'm not going to take this. I think it'll get stopped. But, I mean, that's a nice technical trade. Solid technical trade. Is that an alert? No, NKR is boring. Sand, I don't really have an update. I just wanted to show. Look at this TA. Sand rallied up immediately, sold off basically from our Lux Algo identified order block zone. Boom, right back to support. This actually kind of looks ugly. I didn't see this earlier, but you look at the day and you have a broadening. You have a broadening. Your highs are coming up, your lows aren't. Maybe you get another test, but that's probably what I'm looking at. LRC. Baby. I bought $100 of LRC spot. Or no, it was CRV, not LRC. My bad. CRV spot. Unrelated to LRC. There's too many tickers, man. There's too many names, too many coins, too many tabs. following our TA pretty close. Let's clean it up. Just shy of support. Back to February's high, 44.7. Let's see if it looks better than the last test. Oh, and it does, baby. And it does. Oh, there might be like a breakout play available. Momentum caught. VWAP's up. Strong money flow. Only higher highs. I like it. Now, this is FOMO trading. Don't recommend it. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. But it's possible. Possible play there. But that short hit, I didn't even see that. Boom, short from resistance right to support. Easy peasy. I think the smarter trade would be this daily candle may cool off back to that resistance level. Look at how many times it's been tested though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7 today, it broke. That's sitting at 4.18 cents. I'm not sure what I would do with the stop, to be honest. Because you don't, like, that's way too deep. That's 25%. Maybe below this. I don't know. Target the 618, maybe. Stop's the hard part here. But yeah, there you go. You got a 3 to 1. I'll take it. I don't like FOMO trading, but it is what it is. You might be able to. If the day sells off, closes below 41.8, it might look not so great. Maybe it'll look to do that kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern I was doodling. There's a play. It looks strong in this attempt. It has hit that resistance so many times, it's weakened it. I think it's ready to break to the next one. Next resistance above, psychological 50 cents. Support, potentially at 41.8. Stronger support, real support at 36.5 though. So maybe that's the play, right? I just like the way the daily looks so much. It's like I don't know. I think there's a breakout play. Word. We got through a lot of charts already. Let's update Bitcoin. Bitcoin did exactly what I said it was going to do and then did nothing. Just nothing. Just absolutely nothing. When we started, if you go back to the beginning of this live stream, this is what we were looking for. It moved up into it, and now it's done nothing. It's waiting for me to end the live. That's what it always does. All right, I'm pulling up the chat again. I see Dennis House subscribed. Welcome, fam. Welcome. Mina, you're right. I said I would look at Mina, and I forgot. End the live then. If I end the live, trust me, it'll move. It's not time yet. Mina, my baby. This does not look shabby at all. If you took a position on Mina, let's see where, if I already had a position, what I might do with it. Oh yeah. I like this chart. There's some, it's interesting because there's some coins that just are totally different. Mina is looking like it too. Totally different on the daily. Mina's broken its resistance and now in this giant gap, giant void. We were talking about this with HBAR in the beginning. Big old void. Big old void. If I was in a position, I might take profit at $1.58. But when you fell, you didn't do it. You just went straight down, basically. You created some resistance at $1. You fell, you created resistance at 80 cents. You fell, you created resistance at 60 cents. You fell to your low, you broke all of them. So what's the logical move? Inefficient price action. Market looks to create efficiency. Fills it back in. I was a gambling man, maybe 228, but if I already had a position, $1.58 prime. Prime. That looks on deck. Let's see. We just started the new 4-hour candle. Womp womp. Higher momentum, higher VWAP. Yeah. I see a little pullback potentially in this 4-hour. That could maybe play out for a few 4-hour candles. If I were going to look to FOMO trade this, probably do it from here. That's some big upside. Or we're going to FOMO trade this. I could do it this way. Kind of waiting on that 4-hour. The 4-hour has a little bit of pulling back to do, methinks. Smarter trade, obviously, would be down at the previous resistance, 80 cents. Tested as support. Problem is, it already kind of did that. Daily looks strong. It's always better to miss a bad trade than it is to enter a bad trade. Patience is directly equal to money in trading. But Mina looks good, man. The 4-hour has like a little retracing to do, maybe down to the 382, maybe that 93 cents. If it holds there, I mean, 158 is the target. If you're over leveraged, your 1618, your measured move 117, 132. Those would be prime profit taking targets as well. This just looks good. I think there's some retracing, but man, this looks good. If it doesn't break below like 71 cents, this thing's just looking to trend up. Definitely looking to fill that gap. I like it. Cool chart. I'm glad we looked at it. I don't think I've ever really looked at it. I had a chart up, but I don't remember when we looked at it. There we go. There we go. We did it. We got Mina. ONE. Only because, Dom, you've been here the whole time. You've been here the whole time. I'll reward that. Oh, would you look at that? It hit 3 cents and retraced. Classic. Classic. Hit support, hit resistance, retraced. Take a peek. Daily's pretty strong. Daily's pretty strong. It's in the category of ones that have this money flow on the day. Surprisingly, we've seen a bunch of them today. VWAP trending up, higher high, higher high, higher low. All you gotta do, break that daily high, and you are set up. Let's see what is the next upside resistance. Could run into some trouble at 3.4 cents. Could. But something tells me that's not what we're looking for. Something tells me that's not it. That was a solid freaking close for ONE. Solid close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of red. Boom. 5 months of red erased. Closed at resistance. Oh, holy shit. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 2.2 cents. Holy moly. Holy moly. I think the shorter, quicker trade is the choice here. Because if you lose that 2.2 cents, that's that monthly that retraced all of those 5 months of red. You probably want to get out. But this looks good. The monthly, you know, we could see it trade around here and then move up. I'm surprised. That's a perfect touch. Go back to the month. Beautiful. The only thing, maybe? No, this isn't. It's not a real trend line. I was going to say, maybe it's like battling that trend, but it doesn't really look like it is. Good. No back test on the trend, which does cause me some caution. Man, this is spicy. I like it. You can see many trades, actually. They all revolve around 2.2 cents. Too many trades, Tom. You're going trade overboard, buddy. It's too many trades. Too many trades. There's so many iterations that you could play of this. You could play it to the 1618 extension, assuming 3 is going to break. You could play it to the 618. You could look at the higher kind of mooner target. There's a ton. The only thing I wouldn't do personally right here, right now is short. That's it. That's a spicy chart, dude. Zesty. Zesty. Marek Wojak, what's up, my friend? BTC always. What's up? Dean Putin, the Putin Dean. Krishna Morris, high capped. I don't know what that is. Magic Money Games. You have a video breaking down how to use Marketcipher. Actually, I don't have like a tutorial. I should. Collie Pixels Krusty Cyberpunk Adventures. That's a great name. Hi from Colorado. HIGH to you too, friend. Daily close below 21,650 strong shorty IMO. If you watched the beginning of the stream, we did not really find anything very bully. Nothing really bully. Let's take a look at my short. It's not the biggest short I've ever taken. It's only a few thousand. 2K. 21,740. Not bad. Let's see. 21.2. 21.22. I'm gonna adjust my TP. Let's see, like 260. Leroy. Haven't heard that in a long time. Haven't heard that in some time. Martin. Came from China. Thanks for the tip in Bitcoin, my friend. Martin. Thank you. You wanted us to check out a site. That's tricky. I want to say no because you donated BTC. But it's tricky. Let's see something. Let's Google the name first. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my effing god. There we go. I'm having trouble. It's just, this is what I do with everything. I type in scam and then I type it in and see what comes up. Let's look at Trustpilot. Not a terrible site, but you can definitely. There's only 3. Big scam alert. Cancel my request without any information. I tried to reach them through support. They never responded. That's not a good take. Another one says scam. Not a good take. I'd be careful, brother. If you're in London, if you're in the UK, you have many options. This doesn't mean it's a scam, right? Doesn't mean it's a scam. Just because some comments say it is. But it's not a good sign. Ooh. BitcoinTalk.org. This is the OG forum. Not a good take. I would be very weary, bro. Honestly, I'll say this. I don't know. I've never used the site. Never heard anybody talk about it. Those are 2 red flags to start. Trustpilot reviews. Some people saying it's a scam. That's another red flag. BitcoinTalk.org for thread. Kind of painting it as a scam. That's enough for me in crypto to just bypass it. You have plenty of options. There's more options out there. This doesn't guarantee that it is, but why risk it, right? Stay safe. Not your keys, not your coins. In crypto, there's no backsies, man. This is enough for me to just not go after it. Time will be the determinator. But this is enough for me to be like, nope. Nope. I wouldn't. You're in the UK, you got options. If you didn't have any options, it's like, then you're in a different boat. But like, dude, not great. Not a great sign. Good luck, though. People were trying to get Mitch Ray to talk about it last night. Yeah, that happens. Maybe if that's the case, I don't know. But like, that didn't work out for him. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. The people have spoken. First time catching a live stream. What's up, Sack Nasty? What's up, Ryoki? AP Finance. MC on the 4-hour looks ugly. Absolutely, man. If you go back to the beginning of this live or after the live, if you go back and look, rewatch the analysis. Actually, earlier, here's what we were looking at earlier. This has changed because the new 4-hour started. We're looking at this, and I said, man, you got like a little bit of hope there. If buyers come in and pull that money flow before it makes a lower low. Didn't happen. Not great. Not a great take, man. Not great. My short's looking all right. It's looking all right. I love it. I love it. We did the TA. We made the call. 21,675. It goes there, and now it's done nothing. This is like the elapsed time in the stream. Or was it back here? It was like back here. This is what happened. Boop. Accession, broing it up. Thank you, my friend. Welcome. Make sure to put some emojis in the chat. Cindy Z, how you doing? Thanks for the subscribe. You guys are the best. You the best. What should we look at next? What are you guys feeling? Let's look at that poll while I wait. 63% of us are looking for 20K before 25 with almost 1,100 votes. Let's end that poll. Well done. I mean, usually it goes against what the polls say. I will start with that. What we've seen on the charts, kind of agree. Kind of agree, don't they? Not looking hot. Not the hottest. Might be right. 20K though, not a huge threat. Doesn't really do much. Could just be a dip, right? Could be a dip. You can't win if you don't play. What are you guys looking at today? Tell me. You better play that game. A Jenkins. A Leroy.
CI, like you, didn't understand why half of the comments are good. The second half are bad. I went there and traded $50. Now I trade for $20 minus 25K. Receiving plus 270.
Got you off there. Why? I don't know what happened there. Let me see what he said. 100 bucks to BTC. Thank you, Martin. Now you trade 20 from one transaction. I don't really know what that means, to be honest. So on Trustpilot, anyone can review. So think of this. If you're the one scamming, it's pretty easy to make an account and make positive reviews, right? That's why negative reviews, though, you can't always assume that they're right, because in the same sense, someone who's mad could just go do that. But to see more than one kind of like, this is a scam, big red flag. BitcoinTalk.org, a whole thread about it. That's the killer for me. And the reality is, what is the upside? You have other options, man. Like, easy peasy. I mean, it's probably good that you tipped and we looked at it, because now everyone here got to see it, got to be aware of it. So appreciate it. I definitely appreciate the 150 in BTC. You're a champ. Thank you. Thank you. Same people. Yeah. If I don't know, I don't get the vibe that Martin is the one trying to get people to use it. Because if he is, he's just paying for me to talk badly about it. I'll do that all day. Scams can pay me all day to talk bad about them. What's up, Hoaxin? How you doing, brother? Could you FTM? You know what? We could, but that reminds me, I said I'd look at FET. Let's see. FET, my short got stopped. Hasn't retraced to the level. Oh, you know why? Because we got a higher high. Let's see. Still hasn't. That money flow is its own weirdness. Okay. Not a liar. You went up, you hit resistance 45.6. Weekly looks pretty good. I don't love the VWAPs coming down, but your money flow is almost at 0 on the week, and that's rare. That's a big old momentum spike. For FET, that short got stopped, but I still think that this has some retracing to do. 33 cents, maybe an area. That's a 618 retracement of locally on our macro. Low to high, it's our 236. We've seen a lot of coins kind of touch that and start bouncing. More confidence down at the 382, 22.8. And if it comes, I mean, 618, 13.1. Yeah, is what it is. Martha Batrich says she trades on it. Everything's okay. Somehow I doubt that, Martha. Somehow I doubt that. Unfortunately. All your stops on Bitcoin short, if you have time, could dump more than you think. Of course it could. Of course it could. Yeah, all right, now guys, now there's like another person saying almost word for word the same thing. Yeah, for an exchange to literally I've never heard anyone mention until this stream, that's pretty shady. Little shades. Give us some good shorts. More of a pants man. Yeah, it does seem like we got some scams. It's kind of an interesting dichotomy. So I can put words on the filter so that people can't say them. It'll just not show the message, right? Here's the problem. If I put that on the filter, then if someone does come in and say, hey, this feels like a scam, is it a scam? It'll get filtered. What do you guys think is the right choice? What do you think is the right choice? It'll probably end up on the filter. There's a new scam out there on BitCarix. Another thing, everyone in this room, in crypto, when you see an exchange that no one's ever talked about, you've never heard it, just assume it's a scam. You just assume it's a scam. I did the same with Binance when it first came out. I was like, that's probably a scam. It's from China. I don't know. Then time passed, and it proved itself not to be, right? Then I went on it. But I sat out of Binance for a while. Never use the new thing. Look at FTX, right? New things in crypto, be very weary of. I'm not saying that everything's a scam. Most things are. But be very weary of. Don't be the first lemming across the bridge. Watch other people walk across it, right? Don't be the one across. It keeps you safe. And there's arguments against that, I'm sure. But the problem is, if you randomly pick anything in crypto, you have the whole nebula of crypto and you randomly point to something and you look at it, odds are it's a scam. Because there are just so many. So many. One of the biggest hurdles in crypto is to learn how not to get scammed. And the easiest way to do it, be highly skeptical of everything new. Have that boomer mindset. Trust no one, verify. Don't trust, verify, baby. Tim pulls max deposits on everything on new exchanges for the thrill. That's a thrill. That's a thrill, brother. Is Bing X a scam exchange? Asks LM. I don't want you to trust me. You shouldn't just say, oh, Tom uses it, it's not a scam. To my research, to my understanding, no. It has all the licenses, has all the registrations that it needs to have. But that doesn't guarantee anything, right? It doesn't guarantee anything. I don't believe it is. But that also doesn't mean that down the line it might not be, right? You need to practice risk management in every element in crypto, like your trading, your custody, your amounts you have on exchange, your amounts, your position sizes. Like, you have to always be weary because there's no backsies. There's nobody that no one's gonna give you your money back. I don't think it is, but that you shouldn't trust me. You shouldn't just say, I don't think it is, so I'll use it. Like, I'll be totally, totally trusted. I'll do what Pim Pol said. I'll put all my money on it. I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. Can we check KDA? Adriani, you ask this every day. I promise you, when KDA moves, we'll pick it up. We'll look at it. KDA not doing much. God, this is on Bittrex again. That's so annoying. I promise you. I'll look at it when it moves. Hasn't moved. It just hit resistance. We looked at it the day or the few days of it hitting resistance. We looked at it. Hasn't done anything. It's just chilling. There's really no need to chart it at the moment. You're kind of chilling here in the inefficiency. Maybe you're looking for the 618, possibly. Psychological as well. I mean, psychological, and it's the 618. Might be some confidence here. set new alerts now. There we go. When it moves, I promise you will look at it. Bought XRP, never got the Flare airdrop. I feel you there, Air Random. I feel you there. Crypto Chief, do your own research. Agreed. It's still good to go to people that you trust. Like, if you trust me, obviously, some people do. It's not wise, but some people do. Go to the people you trust and ask them, but you gotta look into it yourself. And when it comes to exchanges, it really does come down a lot to like licenses, registrations. Those don't guarantee it's not a scam, but what they are huge hurdles. Those things have like 6-figure price tags. So without them, in theory, a scammer could spend very little to make a scam exchange, right? Ooh, nice, a little pop. With them, they still could be scamming, but that means at least they have like significant bankroll. They've been identified in some capacity. Like those things are comfort building, trust building, but they certainly don't guarantee that you won't lose your money. We did check HBAR, yes. Casper, Tom, good names. Good names, Christian. AGIX, I thought we looked at it. Just chilling. All right, let's look at our low time frames again. 5 minute could be setting up here with a lower high. I want to see a break. See a break of that money flow here. Nice solid VWAP high. Not bad. 15 minutes pulling up also. 30 minutes pinching. We might see some more upside actually. See some more upside. Ooh. It's pretty incredible actually how different this looks. So at the beginning of the stream, I said the hour has some hope here. It has some potential. It's looking to roll over, but it was back here. And I said, or I even drew it out. I was like, this is kind of what we're looking for it then to roll over. The lower time frames didn't really back that up. It wasn't ready. But now we're seeing higher VWAP high on the 15. Money flow looks like it crested. We haven't seen it pull back enough yet. 5 minute, very close to giving the rollover. Seeing, wow, that moved faster than I expected. Boom, right back to the 618. This is shaping up. It's shaping up. Everything was looking pretty bad. It's not looking too bad now. Ooh la la. 4 hours still garbage though. Unless it breaks above the previous 4 hour high, 21,730. Not gonna get excited quite yet. Quite yet. You can even see it's like right to the 618 here. It's pretty incredible though how like 2 hours has changed a lot on this chart. Not quite. Not quite, Tom. Crocodile. All right, guys. Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Have you joined the Discord? Should. Use the links in the video description below. Sign up for Bybit. Use my link. Help support the stream. Let's put the old ones in here. I've been trading on MEXC also. Been trading on MEXC lately. Not for like my big trades, but they have a lot. They have a lot of alts and leverage on alts. I've been using MEX. You can use my link for that. That'd be nice. I'll put it in there. Degen. That. See. I'll give you something else you can sign up with. Costs you nothing. You'll get some bonus on your deposits. You'll help support the stream, keep the lights on. It's good stuff. Bitcoin, dude, this is spicy. It looked like utter shit when we started. But now you can even see the 5 minutes getting really, really close there. Almost giving us the rollover signal. 15-minute, is it giving us the rollover signal before the 5? Weirdly, it is. That doesn't happen often. Now the 15's rolling over. Our little gumdrop 30, though, is still leaking. Still leaking. I think it's going to reverse there for now. Or not. Minute's still going. And still trucking. I was like about to wrap it up. Addressing the top of our potential wedge is right at 21.8. The bottom now at 21.222. Could we see both? Yes. But things have shaped up. They were looking very bad at the start of the stream. Kind of feels like everything's rolling over at once. I'm going to watch the 5 minute pretty closely. Just a little more upside on the 5 and it's looking good. Unfortunately, when we zoom back out, we see, well, maybe we haven't really gone anywhere, right? Our bigger time frame's still looking pretty crappy. Three hours looked worse. Might find support at 21,675. All right. Yeah. All right, fam. Great show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be live again in 2 days. We'll be live on Monday. Tune in then. Join the Discord. Sign up using my links. Help support the stream. I love you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. I will catch you on Monday. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. Crown out.